friends. I'm back. I'm alive. So, take back from yesterday. I just finished up the car design, and whoever joined edits. Like I know killer whales have eyes is actually right here, and this fake one. I don't know. I try to see what it looks like in color before I place it back in here. Just for a bit readability and first look. If I don't like it, then I put the eye back here. Even though it does not make sense, but it looks good. Hope everyone stays doing okay. Yoink. So yeah, I'll be working on some layouts now. Got the sketch settled. I don't know if I want to make it all water or just leave the CD on there. Like Cuphead is pretty much bit of a wiggle of water, which is pretty simple and charming at the same time. Let me see. I think I'll draw the characters first. So yeah, Namor is gonna be a villain that they're facing. Just need a hard brush to do it. I think I like this one, like this one. Yeah, this is my 4004 design pre-made. I did change it just a little bit on Fusion. And this is a design that I did with Namor. Just a rough one. I did that yesterday so I can get the character design out of the way. Also, I did polish some bios and rules. Summon. I just use my extra time before the stream to polish my bio and the rules. And I do feedback as well on your artwork. I see Namor as such a swaggy guy, like one decimal of the sea. Like I imagine him wearing a t-shirt of Susan and really ripping his shirt off. That says I love you, Susan. That'd be so wacky. That's why I imagine him doing it in the beginning of the game. Him wearing a Susan t-shirt. Then got rejected. Then he summoned his sea creature to attack the heroes. I decided to go make him a little buffy, since it make him a little older compared to this one. It's just make him way too young. Anyways, I exaggerate Namor's personality in this one, just for the humor of it. what's great about Namor is that he got those fancy eyebrows. I mean, look at him. You can't take him. You can't really take this guy seriously. It's really a guy with a green underwear. So it's easier to turn into a Cuphead style. It's okay if the line is overlapping a little bit, since I'll be cleaning up later on. Give a bit of a butt chin. Or actually they call it the cleft chin. At this stage I'm just doing it a bit slowly with my lines. I possibly make him quite cheeky. He's like one of those guys that have a lot of self-confidence in him. He's so confident that that his sea creatures do his job for him. It's a Cuphead style, so things can be wacky. Someone tell me that they want me to draw Loki in this style, which I can. Maybe I can just draw all the yeah, maybe I'm drawing half naked man. When do we move on to drawing woman? Probably Susan. Probably tomorrow. Also depends. I do have a plan for tomorrow, which I'm not gonna spoil it. Actually, I'm gonna spoil it. It's like do a K-pop demon girls. So yeah, it's sexy men and sexy ladies. Sally says, what sells? It sells. Especially it's unavoidable if you want to be a serious artist, you have to draw those kind of things. poop generator. How was your day?
With the Amex Gold Card, every meal is a reward, earning you 4 times membership rewards points at restaurants and U.S. supermarkets. That's an opportunity in every bite, sip, slice, and scoop. Whether you decide to stay in or go all out. Earn rewards on everyday meals with the Amex Gold Card.
Well, raining all day. Yeah, rain is good. Everybody needs the water to come. Rain is nice. Unless you don't like cloudy days. And so rain is making you so relaxed. You put you to sleep. For me, it's sunny here, as usual. Are you planning to do something fun today? Or just chilling, as usual? I think my Namor joins okay. Okay, now I can add these wings here. Cause wing is kind of part of his character design. I want to lose the wings. Otherwise it's just literally a guy with a white underwear attacking you. Or green underwear. Okay, look like he's definitely chilling on this giant whale on him. What does his fighting look like? since his toy is on the angle, they look at the weapons carefully. I might have to simplify his weapon a bit. The main idea is that he really uses his toy as a chair. Or just able to bend around freely, which is undestructible Titan. Cuphead is pretty much hand drawn, so I try to make the hand drawing aspect of it. Sometimes I have to simplify things, even the weapons itself. When I clear the lines, it's a little bit.
Sets them free. Only Pampers Cruisers 360 have a 360 stretchy waistband for up to 100% leak-proof fit on every wild child. Pampers Cruiser 360, now with a new low price.
Make it cold.
With AC Pro, anyone can recharge their car's AC. Like a pro. Be a pro with AC Pro.
There you go. Looks simple enough. There you go. That's the wackiness. Gonna get rid of weapons. And now we're just gonna try to Giganta, well the whale name is, with arms. Gonna make it. Okay, I think this is good. There's one angry whale where he had been forced to attack the Fantastic Four, even he doesn't want to. He just wants some sleep. Just gonna make it around it. Get a feeling of teeth that is round. I do remember that I used to take ages to make illustration, even simple one like this, about a month. Now it only take me less than a month to work on illustration since I go to school, plus some drawing experience and stuff helps. As for I know some people who still have a bit of a mental health or self-confidence issue when it comes to drawing, which is pretty normal. For me, I just really drop all my emotions out when I'm drawing. And drawing kind of distract me all those bad thoughts anyways. I'm not a special mental health doctor or specialist. I have my own ways to do art, especially being down, being scared of starting out for the first time, or being scared of making bad drawings. Those feelings are normal, especially if you're more perfectionist. It's hard to break that habit. I mean, nothing wrong with being perfect. It's just kind of make your drawing a lot more stiff. Sounds like you do learn a lot from other things like life stuff outside of art. Especially, you have to learn to eat the right food, limit the bad stuff out of your system. getting good at art is different from getting started at art. Kind of like sports or video games. It's like saying I want to be a pro gamer within a short amount of time. So yeah, I never drew much filming before because I have a obsession when I was like 8 or 10, 9, middle school. I used to be into Transformers a lot, and I even remember the names on each character on the show. I used to be very obsessed with Transformers. And also creatures and some animes. So I do draw a lot of animes and robots.
They get milk from the nicest cows. Then they head on
And when I
down
look at
to
my old
Chocolate
drawing,
Creamy milky
they're
chocolate
crunchy.
pudding, Kinder chocolate, simply
They
wonderful.
look bad.
Incoming dishes! Doc! Dawn power wash
I got criticism and
of grease and grime in half
feedback all the time
It absorbs
when I was
grease 5 times
just
faster
starting out art.
and replaces multiple cleaning products.
Those subs got game.
So when I do the
Power wash
criticism,
grease getter.
or a bunch of people say bad things about my art, it's simple. You can always try to get better, or try to ignore and practice more. And of course, draw wherever you like. It's not easy dealing with those feelings when you're in high school. When everybody doesn't want to talk to you because you're not that good at something. At the end of the day, well, everybody not going to be there in your life that much. But yeah, that's how I take the negative emotions when I was high school. It's just strive to get better. And try to be, well, I don't want to use the word competitive, but be the better version of yourself. Of course, you need a lot of thick skin if you want to get extremely good at art. Because drawing does take years to get good at it, and there's too many things to learn about art. Especially it's competitive since everybody go to the art schools, everybody go to take lessons online. It's like kind of like sports. Instead of sweaty players online, you got sweaty 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 stuff in the art world. But competition is kind of human nature, which is hard to reprogram ourselves not to be competitive. You know, they were being competitive in a game or art or whatever. Let's just striving to get better, work harder, more ambitious, as long as you don't hurt other people in general. Of course, that's what life is. It's never gonna be well easy when you're studying art or gaming or whatever. Unless you just decide to be your solitude and just call it a hobby, which is fine. Of course, I do feedback on people's art. I just don't have time to really teach the people how to draw, since those things take time. And of course, a bit of motivation and practice on their side. Even you think about going to art school, there's gonna be the competitive element to it too, which is unavoidable, sadly. Everybody wants the same thing. Which is hard to separate yourself from the crowds. I think art can be fun once you get a hang of it about a few years later. Of course, if you still have issues with your art, I can give a quick advice or quick ideas how to get those negative thoughts out. Because I've been through a lot of things, especially doing another competitive artist. It's not easy. It's just my opinion, that's all. Like if you can be a toughest skin in the game, then you can be really much easier for you. Then just, yeah, I'll just have to go have a strong mentality and tough skin to do it. I'm still dealing with feedback how I play Marvel Rivals since I don't play games that much compared to other people who literally play the game over 8 hours a day, which is insane amount of game.
Try Nature Made.
I don't know how they survive playing games for
Take charge of your gut.
at least 8 hours. But they are good at dealing with loss and the tough people in the game. What kind of copy I join? Let's see, let me do this. Make them even on purpose since it's a game where the player will be dodging all the time and they want to follow the pattern. Usually it's not really good with illustration with repeated patterns, but it's okay for this one. Like, it's a game. You're going to have things shooting at you anyways. Normally I do chores on the weekdays. find laundry is not the scariest choice I've ever done. What do you think about laundry? Doing the laundry. You think it's the easiest choice to do? Or the most relaxing choice? I guess not make you find relaxing. Some people find dishwashing is relaxing house chores to do. It's relaxing since you just really feel the hot water in your hands with soap everywhere. It's like a bit of a heat therapy for your hand. I think I threw the tiger killer to Chubby. So yeah, I'm used to able to imitate style. I can imitate Cuphead, Bendy, Pokemon, Digimon. Hello, hello, oh, look like sorry, I lost my thoughts. Lost my train of thoughts. But yeah, anyways, it's okay to do symmetrical in a case like this, because it's a game where you had to give a chance for players to find a pattern. Otherwise it's just gonna make a game too hard for the players to predict and dodge some stuff. So yeah, it's the only thing doing Cuphead though is kind of relaxing and fun. just having fun. You can break all the rules, make the characters funnier, do more stupid things or crazy things. Especially Reed. So I might actually repeat myself. I try not to do that, but it took me a while to break that habit. Unless you don't mind that kind of thing. I know a lot of teachers tend to repeat stuff all the time. Which is kind of, that's how it is to some people.
Help! Ants are hiding in my basement.
Get ready
Of
to
course,
put an end to this hide and seek game. And you know who wins? You do. You win. All seek, no hide.
SC Johnson.
My skin, sensitive and irritated, so I choose Venus Extra Smooth Sensitive with skin
No, I
formulated
expect people to like my
to protect my skin.
Cuphead work anyway
Get a
until
shade
now.
for your skin. My skin, my way. Venus.
Cause the audience taste always changing. What does my Reed look like again? Oh. Guess I deal with a human torch. I just imagine if having a player use the dash button. Of course, I never say of course, my emotion for this art is having fun. Sharing my crazy ideas into a piece of artwork. Even I try and strive to get closer to a Cuphead style. At the end of the day, I'm just want to share my fun ideas to people for enjoyment or someone for them to have on their feeds and be like, this make me my day, or this make me feel good after my stressful day at work. I see a lot of funny and a great support replies from Reddit. I think Reddit's a good spot to post your art these days, especially if you're kind of creating new accounts or nobody knows your work yet. I think Reddit's a lot more easier to get attention these days compared to other social media. You're pretty much dead in the corner. That's how I get my that's how I got someone to ask me to make them a print of Cupheads. I mean, Doctor Doom stuff, which I didn't expect that to, though. Not so much as make a printable size canvas. I sound super low. Let me see if I can fix my audio. Okay, I can. Does this sound better? Okay, thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it. Because I don't know what it's like on other people's side. I don't mind feedback on my stream. Since I pretty much got started. Good thing with OBS, they can turn up your mouse volume up in the advanced settings. Of course, I have vocal issues. Because I'm not used to talking to people a lot, so I apologize in advance. So, but that's my life as an artist. Unfortunately, just being an introvert. Unless it's doing my mic, which I hope not. So yeah, just to repeat everything in case you have a hard time hearing. I do a quick feedback on artwork. It's mostly personal feedback since I don't have a professional background to call it professional feedback. It's just something I learned in college, workshop, class, just in general, or just my experience. Of course, not make sure like the feedback, which I can understand. Feedback can be scary. I promise I won't bite on your artwork unless you do want me to bite on it. Otherwise, it's just mostly experimental feedback or personal feedback. You can even give yeah, it is hard to not take things personally, especially in my experience in art colleges with many different kind of professors. Some professors are meaner than others. Especially the one that give you harsh feedback, which you need a lot of thick skin to handle. At the end of the day, don't let the feedback eat you too much. Especially I went to a Cal Arts program, and the feedback I got when I was 19 is that my colors don't have a brain. She actually said my colors are not thinking or thoughtless. wish I can. Nowadays, I'm older now. I see what she means. Sometimes harsh feedback can be a good thing too. You learn from it. Although some teachers are not really good at helping some helping you get better, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, sometimes feedback can be hurtful if you're not used to that kind of thing. And not everybody likes it. That kind of feedback. It'd be nice. I think much of us do enjoy more constructive feedback that'll help you get better at art. Anyways, I kind of got over it. I don't feel as bad as before. When I first heard that feedback, just easily brush it off these days. Especially if you want to be more competitive others, you have to handle that kind of thing. Even I talk to young adults in my class who work for shows and stuff, receive a lot of harsh feedback like that as well. They are mostly vague, unfortunately. They don't tell you why exactly, besides tell you harsh things about your art. That's unfortunately the reality of working professionally if we want to do that kind of thing. Of course, it's the same thing as gaming. It's not easy to handle sweaty players or people give you harsh feedback and stuff. But with games, you can choose to ignore what they say. Of course, gaming kind of teaches you to have thick skin, very thick skin. Anyways, enough of the struggle talk. Cause struggle is normal, part of a journey, and any hobbies to deal with. You can take out all those. It's just easy to ignore all those negative thoughts and emotions from it's just me when I draw. I just don't I don't see myself what people are gonna think or say about my art ahead of time. Cause you don't wanna predict what people will say about your art all the time. Just keep it in your heads. Like I said, I'm not a mental health professional. because art does take many years to get good at it. It's like trying to be good at sports. Of course, competition is really not easy to ignore since it's part of human nature. Anyways, I do draw Cuphead and Bendy and the ink machine before, thus I'm quite familiar with the style, even though I don't draw it for years or so. I still kinda enjoy it. Kinda relax me from not worry about the seriousness or the doing some serious art. As long as it makes people happy and someone literally says, I prefer to see this in my feed, make me feel good. I want people to have fun looking at this art and be like, I can see this as a video game moment where Namor literally chilling and sending his wares at you. And you have to jump and dodge all those attacks. Another way to think about art is that you're pretty much the god. You're god of this realm. You create your own reality and mold it into your own. Like I can make read Buffy. I can make a character cartoony and silly in this realm of Cuphead style. As long as it's fun. It's just have a fresh reminder how long it takes to improve. Gonna comment on iFight to remind me about them in a good way of 2005. Yeah, I do that sometimes too. Sometimes I don't like looking at my own art from different art. I only look at it from things I accomplished. Like I went character design in art college, or I got my art feature in Bendy and the Ink Machine illustration contest. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to look at your old art just for fun, or see how far you come. It's like a pat with yourself and be like, this is how I improve now. I am strong, I am confident, and I'm god of art. It's something to be proud of. Like some people do give up at art after not seeing improvement, which is understandable. Unfortunately, can't really tell people that part, but it's good to feel confident, give a bit of ego boost if you need to. It's a good reminder that your hard work pays off. You need hard work and patience to pay off art in general. course, actual sweaty players or sweaty, I don't want to call them sweaty artists, just competitive artists, it's just easy to like, ignore them, don't mind them at all, because there's always somebody better than you, which is true. Even in games, somebody play better than you, that you feel hurt after that. So never look at people that make you feel bad, and always look at people that make you feel good or inspire you. So that's my personal advice in general. Just want to get that word out there, even if I have to repeat it again. Yeah, yoink. So yeah, that's how I do with Twitch. I'm not huge, you know. It's been a month of streaming. I got a bit of progress to do. Nothing hurt to look something to get better or add something. Like I'm planning to redecorate my stream once I get my feed tubers. What's the relook like again? Of course, once you at the level that you're happy with your art, you won't have too many mental health issues with yourself once you come to art. Hello Rafa, how you doing? Thank you. I'm glad you're here, my friend. I was just rambling about art and mental health, and of course dealing with the hardest part being of a serious artist. Especially when you go to art school, you be kind of dealing with so many kind of people. Anyways, that's just life. It won't stop from there. It's not just art school that you're going to face those kind of people.
Hey everyone, this is Tatiana Manning, host of Real Talk with TG. We know small businesses are dealing with rising costs and looking for ways to boost their bottom line. That's why we're doing this show, to help customers save with simple and easy-to-use steps by making sure they're on the most optimal rate for their business. So check us out on tg.com/realtalk and all other streaming platforms.
In my opinion, at the end of the day, there's no bad students, there's only bad teacher. You know, I stole a quote from Miyagi. That's what I like about Cobra Kai. It's like one of those things that you want to watch and feel the happy vibe. It's like one of those songs or movies that you want to go out feeling confident and alive and feel like a superhero at the end of the day. compared to a more serious movie. You just come out of a movie and feel angrier or feel more stressful. But yeah, I do recommend watching Cobra Kai. Just for fun of it. Might be a teen drama in the first 3 seasons, but it gets better after the third season where they focus on adult problems. That's what Johnny Lawrence say. Fear does not exist in this JoJo. Johnny Lawrence started as a loser, or the guy who loses the tournament to the heroes, but he decided to get better through the series. It's the kind of character you want to be cheering for, and we like self-confident stories. Cobra Kai. It's a bit better than the Karate Kid movies. It's not cheesy. It's on. The writing is pretty decent. The characters are memorable. Of course, the moments are catchy. We do tackle issues about bullies, especially the next generation of bullies, and a more realistic approach to dealing with bullies, even with dealing with other adults. Anyway, Cobra Kai has 6 seasons, and they just finished it this year. It's on Netflix. Of course, I did watch Karate Kid Legend this year. I think it's alright. They just use the same formula. I think it's alright. Not as good as Cobra Kai. When it comes to writing and jokes. Of course, in Cobra Kai, there's even characters like, what's his name again? Daniel, yeah, Daniel. He has flaws as a hero, there's not much character development needed on him anymore. He's a successful salesman. Anyways, there's many great actors in Cobra Kai compared to most live action shows, and in general, it's like one of those things I would share with my share with kids or actually teenagers. It's like one of those things you want to teach your teens or young adults about in general. It's okay. Even if just looking or multitasking, I don't mind. I multitask too, since I have a tendency to multitask. especially art streaming art is pretty slow, so it's understandable. Anyways, what kind of movie are you watching? I do enjoy movies, most movies, not the scary ones, unless it has a good story behind it.
That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Granger, because we have professional grade supplies for every industry, even hard to find products. And we have
Not really huge on
delivery on most orders.
scary movies
Most importantly,
in general.
unwavering commitment to help keep you up.
Comedy is 50-50.
Granger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Unless it has my favorite actors on it. Anyways, I can see some people like Cupheads. Most of the villains design are crazy, silly. Something to be stress-free during your stressful days of work or school in your spare time. I do like silly stuff sometimes. That's why my favorite character is the Human Torch, Morph, Pinkie Pie. That's why I like silly characters doing silly jokes. Just make you feel good. Of course, my favorite character changes all the time. Because I used to like Optimus Prime or Twilight Sparkles a lot. But now, I like Pinkie Pie more. I can't forget to give Susan lipstick in the last illustration, which is my bad. Got too caught up with drawing Galactus design and coloring him. Because I was more excited about him than drawing Susan. I think people still enjoy it without her lipstick, or with or without lipstick. As long as people are having fun looking at my work. Of course, line art is always the longest stage of art. Took me about almost 1.5 hours just to get this far. imagine shooting, grabbing the one up just to save the thing who just died to the whale. Of course, Cuphead got more variety of body shape in general. If you're feeling tired at drawing illustration during the day, you can take a break, and you can always return the next day to work on it. I know I can't do everything in one day, although I'm jealous that people can really finish their artwork in one day. For a short amount of time. Of course, not to brag about it. You get A+ in many art classes that I took throughout the time.
CrowdStrike, endpoint security. CrowdStrike pioneered an adversary-focused approach to modern endpoint security.
I do have some
To learn how you can
fine art.
faster with CrowdStrike endpoint security.
I do fine art, live drawing. Of course, also sound boring, but that's what we do during our time in art college. It's just a way to train us how to observe things in real life. And of course, level up your techniques with charcoal, pencil. And even oil painting. I think oil painting is the most expensive materials in the world. Even gone up. So oil painting costs a lot in person. What do I draw using here again? Okay, it's all like that. I have to keep in mind about how I draw my characters. Don't accidentally redesign the characters. That is different. Cause my sketches are good, already a good design already. Don't want to lose that momentum when I do illustration. Guess I do the same thing here. Of course, I can always debate about art style. It's like one of those things, it's like trying to debate about what food cuisine is the best, or what music is the best. That's why you don't want to focus on finding art style. It will come to you over time. Or you might find something that you like. Art style is a pretty tricky topic to tackle. I always encourage people to study other styles, even anime, because it's a hot topic. Even though it's a kind of a taboo style in art school. And at the end of the day, art style is evolving. It's always evolving. Like, look at the art style from anime and cartoon and how they look compared to these days. Especially in League of Legends, you notice that art style is changing to more attractive anime style. Okay, I think most of drawing like this mostly subconscious, or just looking back and forth what my design actually look like. I can always fix it later when it doesn't feel like this one. Like I can prefer his nose to be smaller. That's why negative dot don't really distract me that much from drawing. Of course, it's not easy when you're especially streaming. You need to talk. Although it's really easy with Cuphead since they are generally more curvy, sometimes sharp edges. Just picking some things. especially some mistakes can be easily be fixed later on. Paint a happy tree. Draw happy lines. Fear does not exist in this stream. Or fear does not exist in this JoJo. I'm definitely a man or woman in culture. Sometimes I do admit that I'm not good at humor, like translate to anime to more cartoony stuff. Drawing cartoons, actually, designing cartoons is the hardest. It's hard. I think you want to make a good character design for animation. It's like because it's the same concept for all character design, especially for games. But with cartoons, you're teaching the other person to draw your characters. Because poor Human Torch got his life taken away by the whale that he cannot dodge during the game. I kind of want the player to see what it looked like being, well, defeated or being lose your life points in the game. The human, I mean the thing is pretty hard to design. So I design him to be like a round rock. Cause he's a rock. So another day I just like to draw. You know, it might take some time, or maybe a little boring to most people. It's just fun to be hypnotized with the drawing lines and stuff. Anyways, we got the angry whale, the angry killer whale. We have this balloon punch at the Namor. And then I saw his ghostly form of the thing. I'm sorry, my friend, to video up in the game. I'm able to draw the hands quickly because I kind of practice a lot in that style. That's why I'm able to draw the hands comfortably. Of course, drawing hands is really tricky. Including feet is still they're not really super structural or mechanic like the robots, the robot hand, where they have to do this all day. Robot hands do this. Where hands they stretch, they close, they wiggle. Is that how I designed the thing? Yeah, I think I did design like that. Oh no, I feel bad doing this, but for the sake of showing that the players know what it looks like to have their characters being knocked off out of the game unless someone got the life point for you. You can go back in. Damn. I'm sorry again, Mr. Thing. You have to go. I think I show his forehead a little too much. Could I quiet down a bit? Okay, we got that out of our way. Gotta do those wheels. Them wheels. kind of like get off focus on my art. Do you think about selling my designs as a dockable? Although I don't do adoptable designs that often, you know, it's quite a fun gimmick to sell your work. Or sell your designs. I do have somebody who buy my adoptable a few times. It's kind of fun. Such a lot of work than you imagine. It's not just designing colors over your head. You have to create good designs for people who want to buy your stuff. Okay, since we got a lot of drawings done today, I'm just gonna say this. Now we can start on coloring, which is the fun part. Let me look at Cuphead again. What they do with their water. I like it's just mostly layers of wave. Guess I'm going to draw my first layer of wave. Just dark to light right here. I mean, it's kind of straightforward, but no, I don't want that. Good thing you can do a lot of fun shortcut Photoshop. I don't know why my thing is yellow now. Anyway, I don't mind if you guys share the colors that I like with me. I might look at it. My favorite colors is on the list. Things I like to look at. And I'm sorry, Midori, that you're starving. God, my pet is starving. Might be a little tricky. Guess I make the waters higher. So I don't have to worry about making too many waves. Sometimes we can get feedback from people who are not artists, since they can see things differently from other compared to artists. Of course, they are the main audience that you want to appeal anyways. Calling wave is so fun. I like how Cuphead is just simplify it. Just chunk of wave. Seems like Cuphead uses a lot of effects for the animation to imitate the old classic style. Of course, as my usual advice, don't worry about how much likes or how much you're gonna get. Just do your best and enjoy your art that you're working on. Especially if you're starting a fresh account. It's a little harder. Since I do have other accounts, but it's mostly for focus on fandoms. Anyways, I need a quick drink of my coffee. I like coffee. I'm surprised that some people say coffee is healthy if you don't put sugar, milk into it. I know, it kind of makes sense to me since coffee is pretty much plant-based. Unless your face sensitive to coffee, that might not be the best. Actually, same to caffeine, my bad. Of course, I don't like bitter coffee. Most of us don't like bitter anyways. Coffee tastes better with oat milk and bitter sugar. Wait, this is punch. Pop you out. That'd be nice if somebody gonna animate my ideas how Namor gonna react to Susan. When Namor gonna wear that t-shirt that says I love Susan, then he rips up his own shirt like one decimal. I'm referring to one decimal from Philly our parents. I'm surprised that people still like that show. I mean, that show is a bit of a simple, good writing, good lesson to kids, especially somebody you don't want to see. Like Timmy Turner make mistake, cause of course he's 10, and he don't understand many things. That's why his wishes teach him a lesson. Cut. Like there's a pros and cons of turning your parents to superheroes. Or Timmy wishes to be rich and popular. That become a conflict in his relationship with his past friend. Of course, bunch of ones from Wanda that tell him many things. And just being lazy and just bucking the whale. At the same time, Cuphead is kind of flat style anyways. Unless sometimes they do shading on the enemy. So yeah, fairly open is something you watch in your bad days, like Cobra Kai. It's like one of those shows that give you a mood booster. I moved the whales, killer whale's eyes too right here. Turns out doing pretty fine with it. Instead of right here, where the people are associated with the eyes. The real eye is right here, in the actual whale. Like I said, each always have their own philosophy when it comes to art. Mine is different, and not always the best for some people. You might learn better from other person who have that style. Even my own mentors say that same thing too. Every illustrator have their own ways to doing it. So, right or wrong answer, such a different way to do it. I kinda enjoy this killer whale. I imagine this boss fight would be more chaotic than my last illustration. And see how that goes. like Miyagi says, there's always balance. Of course, the Miyagi way is balance and defense. I see my art as the way of the karate. You're punching the lines, or you're punching the colors. Of course, I'm flying techniques like defense and offense. Although that's kind of a weird way to put it, but fun way to put it. That's why my badge literally says the geek. Even my own friends, they say I'm pretty much the man of culture. I don't know. It's just my tendency to enjoy say that dialogue. Even I do that in real life, which turns out I do make people laugh. Even the most serious person that I live every day, I just make them enjoy it. Like Yellow Submarine, but by Yellow Watermelon. I'm just naturally like that. Might be annoying to some people, unless you like the nerdy culture, the nerd culture, like movies, books, comics. The humor might be appealing to some people. The does not exist in this dojo. Why would my killer whales put? I move that line down so the whales can pop over the colors. Yeah, Midway's wants me by now. That's pretty cute. Of course, hopefully I'm pretty decent at looking at people's artwork. Sometimes I can tell the issues what they put in their artwork. Although, that's why most artists like to give feedback on a beginner artist than a artist that already knew about it. Experienced artist, that's the one. It's easier to give feedback on people who just started than the people who already knew about art. Or already heard the same concept over again. Otherwise, nothing changed much. It's all the same concept. Same ideas, same knowledge. Yeah, so I did took some class. Class are fun, especially you don't get feedback directly. It's just a way to look at other people's artwork or study from different style and different artists how they deal with their stuff. Especially character design. There's character design start in different ways. Some start the artwork faster and easier way. Some start a little too much the harder way. Anyways, I just pick the ones that I like how they deal with the stuff. Oops. I don't know what's going on here with my screen. My mother suddenly decided to turn off, which I don't know why. Anyways, I'll deal with that later. Just need to color it and just call it a day. I mean, not able to read the chat, so I apologize ahead of time. So yeah, I'm open to feedback on the technical side. Like for example, if the volume's too high, or the music's too low, or too high. Or the stuff is a little distracting to you. Oops, I forgot to call the give them white stuff. Good thing with technology, you can fix those things. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We're not living in a yellow submarine. We are flying Namor and his crazy minion of sea creatures at you. Now, this will be a fantastic fight. I think I just gonna leave the city out. Unless I have time to do the city. Guess I can call it a day of the stream. I'll work on it offline. Thank you guys for coming over to talk. I appreciate it. And see you tomorrow.